Niagara College family, our alumni of nearly 100,000 graduates are living and working around the globe in exciting careers and industries. As you begin your journey with Niagara College Toronto, know that our passion, trailblazing, and welcome to is here to help you fulfill your dreams. The start of the term is one of my favorite times of the year as it brings you hopes, possibilities, goals, and friendships. I encourage you to take advantage of our great orientation program to equip yourself with schools to have the best possible experience while studying at Niagara College Toronto. We appreciate that you and the families are ready to begin a new adventure at Niagara College that has the potential to change your life. You will receive world-class applied education and will learn the valuable skills needed to succeed in today's competitive global job market. Embrace this opportunity and make the most of your experience. You never know where it may lead you, what opportunities it may present. The stage is set. Congratulations again, and welcome to Niagara College. I wish you all the best in your studies.
Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome to our event today.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Okay, welcome to our event today. Invest Canada. Why we have to invest Canada? To invest in Canada is a lifetime investment. So to start with our event today, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Marvin Martinez from Fastway, Visa and Immigration Services. So, to discuss more about in Canada, more about in Niagara, I may welcome to you Miss Maria Papa to discuss about this event. Miss May? Miss May, are you there?
Hello, Martin. Hello, everyone. Again. Hello, thank you for joining us again tonight in our special webinar with Fastway Visa and Immigration Services. So, I can see that there's a lot of participants still joining. So, maybe I can play a video for 5 minutes before we start. Or 3 minutes, Marvin.
Yeah.
So everyone can, please join us. Okay?
Sure.
So let me just pull video and I'll start with my presentation. Since a lot of people still join, you can see.
Thank you.
Okay, now in a minute, let me share my screen. Share screen.
Sige, wala pa akong nakita, Miss May.
Yeah, I'm still doing it.
Okay.
Let me know kung okay na.
Okay na.
Okay na?
Okay na.
Hi, everyone. I'm the beautiful islands of the Philippines. I have been in Toronto for more than 2 years, and I'm loving it here. Actually, I'm a licensed professional nurse, but I started working here for a service career and started career of Abu Dhabi. After that, I worked at a life insurance firm, which is part of the AIA group. And then I pursued my career in aviation industry. That is why I became an international flight attendant for an airline flight career from Saudi Arabia. I'm a holder of Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and then I recently graduated from Toronto School of Management, a part of the Advanced Diploma in Hospitality and Tourism Management Co-op. That's Toronto chose me. I love the diversity I have here. During my 2 years of stay, I felt like I was at home. The people were very welcoming, and it still needed good embrace the culture. I chose Niagara College Toronto because of the reputation of the school and the national location. I remember back then I was at my first year in schools, and Niagara College is on the list. Now that they have a school here in Toronto, I certainly chose to live here. In my mind, I was getting Niagara College credential while staying here in Toronto. And after I graduated, I was able to digital program or a postgraduate program training. That sounds super perfect to me. I was assisted by the best advisors I could ever have. Shout out to leaders and their bench. They really helped me to smooth the transition. They were their individually hours, and they really accepted their service. I remember one of the friends that I was to take off the University of Management, graduate certificate in Niagara College Toronto. It allowed me to start my own business and build a restaurant here in Toronto, or even a restaurant chain. Learning this from international education, I would be able to execute my plans easily and make things come to reality. Well, I worked around as a marketing intern for both Oneonone and Niagara College Toronto. So during the early days, I was a member. I started studying at Oneonone, and I volunteered a lot. And luckily, I became a student ambassador. Perhaps with all the hard work, the recognized passion for working. That's why I was able to land a job, and now I'm working with the career in school. Of course, I will be a permanent resident here, and later on to be a citizen of Canada. As I work on those goals, I'm trying to own a restaurant chain and to be an expert in digital marketing. Well, it's tricky because I'm working on future today. I have been presented with the Niagara College Toronto. And then when I realized that the teachers after the community, and as I overcome myself, believe that it will happen. Believe that it can. Believe that it is possible. It may be hard and longer journey, but it's hard for the takes off. Eventually, we're going to get there, and all your dreams will happen. Filipinas, I'm a bilingual career, and I'm a Niagara College Toronto student.
Okay, so we're going to proceed now with the school presentation. Marvin, okay lang yung screen?
Okay lang, Miss May.
Okay, so let's start. Again, good evening everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight with this webinar. My name is Maria May Papa and I'm the Business Development Manager of Niagara College Toronto. Okay, so I'm going to discuss tonight, of course, Niagara College Toronto programs, why study with Niagara College Toronto, why Canada, why Toronto, admission requirements and application process, student services, career support, housing and accommodation, then you can ask your questions later. Okay, so these are the team who works for Niagara College Toronto. Our Vice President is Marina, Director of Student Recruitment is Shamim, Regional Director for Southeast Asia is Sandra Timorio. And these are all the business development manager, all my colleagues around the world. This is me for the Philippines. We have Vietnam, China, we have Korea, we have Nepal, we have India, we have Brazil, Mexico, and other parts of Latin America. Now, Niagara College Canada, in partnership with Toronto School of Management, I'm very excited to introduce to everyone our newest campus, Niagara College Toronto. Of course, after you finish your program in studying in Niagara College Toronto, you're going to get Niagara College qualification and all the programs here, it will give you an eligibility to apply for a post-graduation work permit afterwards. Now, since our location, we are located in downtown Toronto. This is the Center for Business, Center for Tourism. This is one of the biggest cities in Canada, of course. So all the programs that we are offering are tailored to the location of the school. So we are more on business. We have business general for the undergraduate diploma. We have for graduate certificate international business management. We have human resources management, and we have hospitality and tourism management. Why you should study with Niagara College Toronto? Of course, as an international student, you do your research. You have to check, of course, your school, the country where you're going to study. Let me tell you why you should choose to study in Niagara College Toronto. First advantage in studying in our school is the location. It's very important. We are in downtown Toronto. This is a prime location in the heart of Canada's business and cultural hub. It will give you an opportunity, of course, to get unparalleled access to the job opportunity. Imagine, this is the scenario. You come to Canada, you didn't check the location of the school where you're going to study. The location is in the middle of the countryside. Okay, because Canada is big. Even if it's Ontario, not every place in Ontario is in the city like Toronto. Okay, so meaning to say, there's a limitation of job opportunities. Considering that we are in the pandemic, it would be very hard for you to sustain your living in Canada if you don't get a part-time job eventually. Okay, so that's why it is an advantage in studying in Niagara College, Toronto, in terms of the location. Second thing, the transportation in Toronto is world-class. Okay, easily accessible. At school, you can go to school anytime because we are in the middle of Toronto. There's a subway train which runs all over Toronto, and the subway train is connected to the whole Toronto. There is buses. These buses, it runs 24 hours. So if the service for the train is done for the day, hindi kayo mauubusan ng biyahe because the buses, again, may night buses tayo. Imagine again, you get a part-time job at night. Nasa countryside ka, walang 24 hours na buses. Paano ka magta-travel? Canada is big. Okay? Unless you own a car or you drive a car, hindi ka makaka-travel faster in Canada. So again, ito ang advantage ng ating location. Main city, Toronto, downtown Toronto, madali kayong makakabiyahe. You do a part-time job everywhere in Toronto, madali kayong makakalipat-lipat, hop on, hop off, hindi kayo mauubusan ng biyahe. You need to maximize your time. At the end of the day, pag marami kayong nakuha na part-time job, palipat-lipat kayo. Ganun talaga ang scenario. The part-time job is 3 hours in one employer, you go to the next employer because you get paid by hour. Okay? So yan ang importance ng ating location and of course, napakaganda ng transportation. And aside from that, of course, in terms of facilities, our building is located within Education House Toronto. This is a 35,000 square feet space. We have newly renovated classrooms, computer lab, state-of-the-art auditorium, student lounge, student run cafe, and many more. And of course, we are offering, of course, high-quality programs that will give you an eligibility again to apply for a post-graduation work permit in the future. And we have award-class student services and career support. Okay, Second thing, you need to check about the reputation of the school where you're going to study. We are Niagara College. Niagara College is an established public institution in Ontario, Canada. We have 3 campuses. It was established in the 1950s. This is how old the school is, how established Niagara College is. And the main campus, the biggest one, we have in Welland campus. We have Niagara on the Lake. And the one I'm discussing to you tonight, our Toronto campus. Okay, reputation-wise, Niagara College is the #1 Canadian research college. 91% of employers were very satisfied with Niagara College that day, graduates that they hired. So meaning to say, if the Canadian employer sees your resume or your CV, you graduated from Niagara College, there's always a high chance or a high possibility that they are going to hire you. In terms of student satisfaction, because this is very important, this feedbacks, experiences, this is from our student. We need to know how they rank me, and we are ranked #1 college in student satisfaction for 8 consecutive years. This is how satisfied our student in study in Niagara College. And we are a leader among 24 other colleges in Ontario. Now, in terms of why you should choose Canada, I know there's a lot of countries, very popular destination for international study. Not being biased because I'm marketing a Canadian school, I tell you a lot of reasons why Canada is the best option for you. Okay, for example, you apply for a certain country now. I know most of the country, their border are still closed. I have a lot of students that I know, they got their visa since last year until now they are stuck in the country. They cannot travel to come to the country because the border are closed. Okay? You don't want that to happen to you. Now that we are in the pandemic, we should move forward. Everything now, we need to do it quickly. We cannot wait for it anymore. There's too much waiting already, holding back because of the pandemic. The good news, Canada's border has been open since October 2020 last year. Meaning to say, you get your visa, you come to Canada anytime. Okay? Depends on your intake, whether it's January, May, or September. You get your visa, you can come to Canada anytime. Aside from that, Canada is consistently ranked as one of the best countries in the world. And is currently the #1 best country for quality of life. Okay, when we say quality of life, this quality of life, of course, you're going to experience this. You're going to have it once you come to Canada as an international student. Okay, in terms of economy, Canada's economy is very stable. Despite of the pandemic, it is stable until now. So it will give you a security in the future. In terms of job opportunity, you don't need to worry once you are in Canada. Second thing, Canada education is one of the top in the world. You finish your education in Canada, you get internationally recognized qualification. This is how good it is. Third thing, of course, once you get your in the future, for example, because this will give you an opportunity to apply for a permanent residency, you're going to have an access for a free healthcare in Canada. Okay, I think you know how good it is. There is no better country who can offer you all this opportunity than Canada. And of course, Canada is considered one of the safest countries in the world, not just for international students, but for everyone. Very safe, very low rate of crime. Okay, so this is a very good options for everyone. And between 2009 and 2019, Canada created 1.8 million new jobs for graduates. And of course, Canada is a land of possibility. That's why many international students choose to study in Canada. Because, for example, studying in a public institution like us, it will give you an eligibility to apply for a post-graduation work permit. And this post-graduation work permit is very important. This is basically going to be your key in the application for the express entry or the permanent residency in Canada in the future. Now let's talk more about Toronto because of course the location of the school is in Toronto. Toronto is one of the most multicultural cities in the world. Very diverse city with 250 nationalities studying, working, living in Toronto, and of course some of these people are Filipinos. And Toronto, of course, is a very safe city to study, and this is a perfect location for you once you finish your study to climb up into the career ladder in your dream job in the future. Because this area is the business area. This area, if I may compare it to the Philippines, this place is like Makati or BGC. Of course, as an international student, you're going to do your study on the weekdays. Another thing, you do your part-time job. Of course, at the end of the week, of course, you give yourself at least a 1 day off, to relax, to be recharged, to come back next week. The good news again, Toronto is full to the brim of shopping centers, museum, galleries, restaurant, parks, and theaters. There's always something to do in Toronto. Hindi kayo mabuboard sa city na to. I mean, when we say museum, galleries, it's worthless. When we say parks, it's not just a small piece of land in the middle of the city. We're talking huge parks. And this park, of course, you can do a lot of activities. It's very nice. It's like you're in the city, combination of, a busy life, and then you can relax, go to the parks, embrace the environment, the nature. This is how good Toronto is. This is not a polluted city. Canada is a very good country, and it's not polluted. Okay, that's the best thing. Of course, in the park, let me tell you what you can do during the summer or during the springtime. This is the best time for you to go to the parks to relax. I mean, the first thing that you would see in spring is cherry blossom. Activity that you can do. You can do cycling in the park, you can do yoga, you can do exercise. I mean, this is the life that you will have once you study in Toronto, in Niagara College Toronto. Okay, now we talk about the program. The first program is this general. This is an undergraduate diploma. So who are the people who's qualified to take this program? If you're undergraduate in the Philippines, for example, old curriculum, you can apply for this program as long as you have an associate degree or a 2 years qualification in college. Vocational program people, no problem. As long as it's equivalent to second year college, then you can apply for this program. If you are K-12 graduate, then of course you can apply for this program. This is for 2 years. We have 3 intakes in a year. We have January, May, and September. Tuition fee 1 semester is 8,087.60. Again, 1 semester. So ang tuition fee nito, if you want to get, kasi in 2 years, we have 4 semester, you times 8,087.60 in 4. Yan ang total tuition fee. We don't really write it immediately kasi ang babayaran mo lang is 8,087.60 to be officially enrolled sa school and to apply for a visa. The rest of the tuition fee installment standard payment, you can pay it once you are in Canada. Okay? Once you finish this program, you can be a business analyst, a customer or corporate service representative. You can work as an entrepreneur, of course, frontline production supervisor, you can work in a government or non-profit role, and you can work as a marketing specialist. This job opportunities, career opportunities, not limited to this, the one that I have mentioned here. Of course, any job opportunities that your qualification is suitable, then you can apply for that. Now we go to the postgraduate certificate. So postgraduate is like an MBA for 1 year. So the first qualification to be able to take this program, you should have a bachelor degree. First one, again, remember, undergraduate kayo, yun ang program na pwede ninyong kunin. Kung kayo is bachelor degree holder, then itong mga next program na i-discuss ko ang pwede ninyong pagpilian. Okay, the first program, International Business Management. This is a very good program. Basically, if you have a bachelor degree, you can take this program. Okay? I know as Filipinos, we have a very contrasting background. Meaning to say, a good example, you're a nursing doing, you're working in a call center, you're working in another industry, not at all in healthcare. How about that? How are we going to assess your qualification? Again, the good news, you can apply for international business management. Any background, you can apply for international business management. This program is for 1 year, 3 times a year din ang intake, January, May, and September. Tuition fee, 1 semester, 8,357.35. And of course, ang tuition fee natin is 1 semester lang ang kailangang bayaran, 8,357.35. Now, if explain in your mind, hindi ba kayo nag-offer ng parang 1,000 lang, 2,000 Canadian dollar na deposit? Hindi po. Kasi mas preferred namin na you pay for 1 semester the tuition fee because it will give you a higher chance po in the visa application. If the immigration officer sees that you already pay your 1 semester tuition fee, you'll get a higher chance of visa approval. Again, at the end of the day, we want you to get a visa to come to Canada and of course to apply, to start schooling in Niagara College Toronto. Otherwise, kung walang visa, hindi tayo matutuloy. Okay? So, that's very important. Career opportunities, you can be a custom broker, distribution and logistic administrator, foreign trade consultant specialist, can work import-export manager, as an international banker, international marketing and sales associate. Again, not only limited to this career opportunities. Now we go to the second program, Human Resources Management. On this one, it's kind of specific. You should have an educational background related to human resources management, or you're a psychology graduate. If you don't have, at least you have a work experience related to human resources management, minimum of 2 years, then you can apply for this program. This is for 1 year again. It takes 3 times a year, the same, January, May, and September. Tuition fee is the same, 8,357.35. When you finish the program, can be a benefit coordinator, compensation specialist, human resources generalist, labor relation officer, and so on. Again, not only limited to these career opportunities. Okay, the third program we have is Hospitality and Tourism Management. This is another 1 year, same intakes then, January, May, and September. Tuition fee is 1 semester again, 8,357.35. On this one, you should have a bachelor degree related to hospitality and tourism management, or at least if you don't have, you have a work experience, minimum of 2 years related to hospitality and tourism management. Once you finish this program, you can work in convention or conference center, destination marketing, hotel industry, and tourism operation. Now, let me tell you, I know it's playing up in your mind. 8,357.35 is not a small amount of money. We know that. That's why I always say that an international study is an investment. Okay? You invested 8,357.35. We have Fastway, apply for your visa. You get your visa, you come to Canada. Okay, let me tell you why this is a very wise investment for everyone. You study for 1 year. In 1 year time, per week, you go to school and pass of 3 days in a week. And then you do your part-time job, 20 hours legally per week. During the holiday, you can work full-time. In 1 semester, you have 2 months term break or semester break. Okay, if you're going to sum it up, in 1 year, 8 months lang kayo mag-aaral, 4 years kayo merong semester break. In that 4 months, naka naka-full-time job na kayo. So yung 8,357 in a few months pa lang na nag-aaral ka in 1 year, kinita mo na. Bumalik na sa'yo. That's why it's a very wise investment is because the return of investment is napakalaki. Okay? Natapos ang 1-year program na study, apply na ng postgraduation work permit, naka-full-time job na triple na nakinita itong ininvest na 8,357.35. Now, tell me, is this a wise investment or not? Is 8,357.35 Canadian dollar is too much? I don't think so. Because the return of investment, not just monetary, napakalaki. It will change your life forever. This is an investment na wala kayong talo. An opportunity for you and your family to live in Canada in the future. Now, married ka, you apply as a student, you can bring your spouse anytime to Canada and that spouse can work full-time habang nag-aaral ka. Napunta ka na sa work permit, nandun pa rin si husband nagtatrabaho or si wife. You have children under 19 years old. The children can study for free in Canada. Okay, until high school. Healthcare, libre. Wala kang babayaran sa ospital. Gano'ng kaganda yun? Nasa first class country ka. Now tell me, 8,357.35 Canadian dollar, is it worth the investment? You decide for yourself. Napakalaki ng magiging return of investment sa inyo. That's why, sabi ko sa inyo, wala nang much better opportunity than a study pathway to Canada, especially now na nasa pandemic tayo. Wala na tayong future sa Philippines. I mean, natin a couple of years, in 5 years, makaka-recover ka agad tayo. Even so, balik lang tayo sa normal, okay, walang problema. But magbabago ba ang circumstance natin sa Pilipinas? Hindi. Minimum wage payment pa rin tayo. Nakikitain mo in a part-time job maybe in 3 to 5 hours. Or in 1 week, nakikitain mo in a part-time job in Canada is isang buwan mo ng salary sa Pilipinas. Ganun kaganda ang magiging benefit ng study pathway na to sa inyo. And I don't think there's a much better opportunity than this na dapat natin gawin at the moment. Okay, so I hope you understand my point. Now, in terms of admission requirements, very simple lang yung ating admission requirements. Okay? High school graduate ka, we just need diploma. We just need your high school diploma first and yung Form 127, yung naka-second year natin na transcript, and then kung K-12, K-12 TOR, K-12 diploma. Bachelor degree holder, you just need your diploma and your college TOR. In terms of proof of English proficiency, wala na pong hinihingi. No need to mag-provide pa ng mga IELTS, PTA, Duolingo, and any other form po ng English proficiency test. Again, naka-waive na siya. Another good news for everyone, since you attend our webinar tonight with Fastway, that we are giving 1,000 Canadian dollars scholarship. Automatic na po ito. No need na para i-qualify pa to check if you are qualified to take the scholarship. Ibibigay na po kaagad. Now, student services and career support. Of course, we have our student in terms of academic advising and guidance, career advising, health and wellness accessibility support, social activities, housing and airport pickup until their orientation. You can see here, I was discussing earlier kung gaano kaganda yung transportation, pati yung subway train natin sa Toronto. So this is the map of the subway train. So paano siya nag-work? You see there are lines. There is a green line, a yellow line, a purple line, and a blue line. At makikita nyo connected siya to each other. So ganyan yan. Kung saan kayo tumira, anywhere, ang may itong, the one in the middle na may circle na red, yan yung location ng school natin. Ganun tayo kaganda in the middle. You see, kahit saan kayo tumira, madali kayong makakapunta sa school. Very accessible. You get off the station, walking distance, school na po. Ganun siya ka-accessible. Again, you do your part-time job, you will not gonna waste time. Kasi mabilis ang service ng train. Every 3 to 5 minutes, sunod-sunod yan. you have up on this station, you go to the next one for the next part-time job, makakatrabaho kayo ng madami. Yun ang advantage natin na nasa prime location tayo in Canada. Now, in the career services support that we have, 100% namin na tinutulungan ng student namin once you start your program, of course, to prepare you para sa pag-apply ng trabaho. We have personal branding, career development workshop. We have, of course, in terms of mock interviews, very important yan, pati paggagawa ng resume kasi yan is iba doon, no? Ang format. Okay? And then secondly, interview, pa-practicing kayo how to answer Canadian employers na nag-i-interview. Napakalaking tulong yan. And then we will support you through the job application process, through all the networking events, mga career fair, job fair, basically all the job opportunities, ililink namin kayo para makahanap ka agad kayo ng trabaho pagdating nyo doon sa eskwelahan or in Toronto, Canada. Now, how much is the minimum wage? Minimum wage in Ontario, Canada or in Toronto is 14.25. This is one of the highest minimum wage in the whole Canada. So, magiging malaki ang kikitain natin. Again, you can earn from 4,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollar per year. Another good news for everyone, aside dun sa location natin na maganda na business area like Makati or BGC in the Philippines, unparalleled access to the job opportunities, career support, 100% kayong tutulungan, ipe-prepare, makahanap ng trabaho. Ito is another help ng school. May mga ready company na kami wherein pwede kayong mag-apply immediately. Now, in terms of housing, wala kayong relatives, walang problema. You just log in, magpatulong, you get your visa before you go to Canada. We have a portal, housing at Niagara College Toronto.ca. It will give you two options. You can choose between Casa Toronto or For Stay Canada. Ngayon, ito is malalaking mga companies, parang Airbnb yan. Marami kayong options para sa accommodation. Of course, kung ano yung kaya ng budget natin. And the good news is we have a partnership with them. They will not ask for deposit payments or advance payment. So malaking tulong na yun pa. Hindi na kayo masyadong mamahalan sa accommodation. Pangatlo, ang maganda, kung nandun na kayo, let's say you're living there in 1 month, hindi kayo masyadong nagustuhan nyo, you can, of course, marami na kayo nakilala, na-explore nyo na yung location, yung Toronto, may mas nakita kayo mas better na matitira, walang problema. You can cancel anytime, wala kayong babayaran. Okay? Now let's talk about the post-graduation work permit in details. Again, pag natapos din yung program ninyo, 1-year program, will give you the eligibility to apply for PGWP for the same duration of 1 year. Undergraduate kayo, 2 years, it will give you up to 3 years na PGWP. Now, it's the usual question that I get, ma'am, paano yan? Gusto namin up to 3 years na work permit. Walang problema. Pa-approve ang 1 year sa Philippines, you apply for the second program pagdating sa Canada ng another year. Extension po yan, madali pong na-approve. Wala kayong dapat i-worry na mapapauwi kayo ng Pilipinas. Okay? So, naging 2 years na yung ating duration. We'll give you an eligibility to apply na rin up to 3 years po ng work permit in Canada. Okay, so how do you apply for the Express MP or the permanent residency? Of course, kasama sa points, ito, education, and the work experience under the post-graduation work permit. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, wala nang better na pathway pa to come to Canada than being an international student. Okay? So, this is the end of my presentation. If you have questions, then you can ask it now.
Okay. Excited na po ang lahat. Okay, thank you, Ms. May, for a beautiful presentation. And I would like to advise the participant, if you have some question, just open your mind and ask a question to Ms. May. So, regarding also for a one-on-one consultation, we will discuss the following about the application, visa application, the pathway, sponsorship documents, tuition fees, the application fee duration, and all this we will discuss this for free Just book now. Just leave your contact and your email address to the chat box so that we have to call you tomorrow. Start 9 a.m. Okay. Any more question? Just open your mind, participants. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Hi. Good evening, Ma'am Berlin. Okay.
How much is the proof of fund needed?
Okay. Regarding those show money, we'll discuss this one-on-one. Just leave your number and we will discuss this separately. Okay. Ma'am Berlin.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Another question. Okay. Another question.
Sir,
Yes. Yes. Ma'am Berlin.
I'm an education graduate.
Yes.
Is there courses that fits my experience and education here in the Philippines?
Okay, Ms. May, can you answer this question? Ms. May? Ms. May, naka-mute ka po.
Yes po, hello po.
Regarding po sa education po, ang work experience na, ano pong pwedeng course nila kukunin?
Ano pong tinuturo natin sa Philippines, ma'am?
Specialized subject po, sir, ay ma'am, cookery, pero food tech major po ako in my degree. And
Pwede mag-apply for hospitality and tourism management.
okay, ma'am. Thank you po.
It's a very good program, ma'am. It's very broad po ang hospitality and tourism management. Lalo na pag international study. It will give you a lot of opportunity in terms of sa career natin, no? In the future.
Yes, ma'am.
I suggest po you contact us if you have a one-on-one consultation para po mas malinawan ka sa process of everything.
Okay po, ma'am. Thank you po.
Next week.
Okay.
Ma'am, ako po may tanong.
Sige po. Ma'am Hazel.
Ano itong bayad na to sa school po? Direct po ba siya or meron po kayong partnership pa dito na magbibigay ng payment namin sa school? Direct na po ba siya ng Canadian or kailangan pa namin siyang di ko alam ano sabihin?
Direct po. Yung po yung parang i-convert sa pera natin yun. Direct payment natin sa eskwela. Ang nangyari po dyan, pag bigyan mo kayo ng letter of acceptance from the school, meron pong link nakalagay doon sa letter of acceptance for the payment instruction. Ngayon, pag nandun na kayo sa part na yon, step by step, may fill out kayo doon sa portal, sa payment, at ang information nyo, of course, hihingin. Pag natapos nyo lahat yun, ipiprint nyo na lang yun, then you bring it to your local bank dito sa atin. So may option din doon if you want to pay in USD, if you want to pay in Canadian dollar. Okay? So of course, magkaiba yan ang conversion, depende sa araw na nagbayad kayo.
Okay, we will guide you all on that also, Ma'am Hazel. Don't worry about it. Okay, another question?
Sir, may tanong po.
Sige po, Ma'am Priscilla po.
Medyo nakapag-late ako nakapasok. May age limit po ba yung sa study?
Actually, wala naman po. We always, everyone, wala pong discrimination in terms of the age application po sa Canada. But, sinabi ko yan sa
Okay.
no? Madi-justify natin at ang requirements for admission or for the application ng visa, hindi po tayo magkakaproblema. So, I suggest we talk to Fastway one-on-one para mabigyan po kayo ng proper assessment. No?
Okay. And then just in case, dalawa ang mag-process sa inyo, dalawa din bayad? I mean, kunwari, yung anak ko study, ako visitor, dalawa din yung pinamit sa inyo. Yung project sa inyo.
Sa Fastway po yan.
Regarding for that, ma'am, we will talk it separately also. Okay, regarding for kung sino po ang mag-study, yung anak mo ba or ikaw. So regarding that, probably yung parents po is maging guardian lang po.
Okay. And then, I mean, fee po, isa lang ang babayaran doon?
Isa lang po babayaran, but you have to pay for visa fee for the guardian.
Okay. Sige po. Thank you.
Sige. Another question po. I think I have to read some question this week from Bernadette. How much processing fee for Fastway? Okay, for this questions, we will discuss this separately. Just leave your contact number and your email address. And another question, do you have caregiver courses? We have in Willen Campus. We have aged care, we have health care. And then another regularly, okay, just thank you for this number and your email ad. And then by La Art, my bank lending, regarding this, for bank lending, we will discuss this separately also. What if married, pwede daw po? Pwede po. Allowed po, dependents po, madala, and they can work full time po. Okay. Another question po. Okay, okay. What if iba po ang field ng partner mo po? Meron bang skills din po sa education? What do you mean? Iba yung work ng husband niya siguro. Sige na. We will.
One-on-one consultation.
Yes.
I suggest po kapag meron tayong mga queries regarding po sa process, everything, one-on-one consultation, lalo kung for example, yan kasama si husband or si wife, mas okay po na mag-prepare kayo ng one-on-one consultation kay Fastway.
Ibalik ko lang regarding po sa one-on-one consultation natin. We will discuss the Fastway visa application, how it goes, and the pathway courses, anong kailangan natin na courses for pathway, sponsorship documents na needed, especially the show money needed, we will discuss this also, the tuition fees needed, and the application duration, and we will discuss it separately. Okay, another question po from our participants. Okay,
Meron po akong tulong.
sige po, Ma'am Christine.
Regarding po sa ang tawag na yung bank statement, just in case ba meron kayong pinoprovide, I mean, yung client nyo pa rin bumili na lang ng bank statement na show money, kunwari may laman yung bank ng gano'n.
Naka-live ba tayo, Marvin?
Yes, well, like po tayo this week.
Live tayo. Suggest ko yung mga question po natin na ganyan, we do it on a private consultation po with
Paano
Fastway.
yung mag-one-on-one?
Okay,
Pupuntakin po kayo ni Fastway po.
just leave your number na lang Ma'am Priscilla so that we can call you Ma'am Priscilla. Okay. Okay. Sir, i-recap ko lang yung kailangan, kung gusto niyo talaga yung dependents niyo So, yung dependents, for example, husband is free siya, open work permit siya, madala natin siya. Yung mga anak natin is free education sila for school age na ng mga anak, except for 18 above. So 17 years old is okay pa siya. So free po sila education. Okay, another question. Graduate po ako ng BS Accountancy, but ang work experience ko po ay sales 17 years now. Ano pong the best program course pwede ko kunin sa Niagara?
Yeah, the best program for you is International Business Management. It's a very good program that you can apply for a visa easily.
Okay, thank you. So by Eugene, Sir Eugene, pag-graduate po ba ng business administration dito sa Philippines, possible po ba mag-take kung ibang course like engineering technology na hindi related sa course? Yes po.
No. Ano siya, graduation in business?
Hindi po. Yes po, graduate po ng business administration.
And yung work experience is ano po na experience?
Okay. Mag-base po sa work experience
Yeah, kasi kung wala ka, ang hirap ko kasi i-justify, why are we going to take a certain program na hindi related po sa ating, in line sa ating educational background at sa work experience. Kaya nga yung International Business Management, yan lang po ang program na pwede, hindi siya very specific na pwede natin ibigay to everyone po.
Okay. Another question by Caparuso. Okay, how about computer science graduate? Ano po ba yung program na recommend? Anong experience ng work po? Okay, computer secretarial po. Ano pong Mr. Shumilin? Ano po yung work experience po? Fresh grad po ba to or may work na po siya? Mr. Sir Amang, okay, Takaruso. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Offer to back.
Okay. I think, okay, another question. Admin related works po siya for 5 years, Miss May. If admin po kayo, related po, I highly advise you can take international business. Okay?
Arvin, sorry, ano ulit ang question?
Ang course niya Miss May is computer, graduate siya ng, teka lang, nawala ko. Computer science graduate siya, pero yung experience niya Miss May ngayon is business administration siya.
Tama po, international business management.
Tama po.
Pwede ka, sir.
Parang si computer next is computer secretarial po, pero gusto ko mag-aral for creative courses po.
Yes, pwede siyang makakuha ng business general kasi 2 years lang yan, di ba? Yung secretarial.
Yes.
So, 2 years na program for business, pwede ka po mag-enroll.
Okay. So, gusto kasi niya mag-aral ng Caregiver course. Okay. So, I think if mag-base tayo sa experience mo for past 5 years po.
Hindi
Okay.
ka pwedeng basta, sa Canada po kasi mga international study, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-apply ng very specific program kung wala tayong any relevance sa ating work experience or sa ating educational background. Hindi ka rin dito sa Pilipinas na pwede tayong mamili. The reason for that, hindi po kayo makakakuha ng visa. Tinitingnan po yan ng visa officer, yung relevance ng program na kukunin natin. That's how important it is. Kaya hindi natin pwede ipilit kung ano yung gusto natin.
Tama po. For assessment kasi nung sa school, nag-assess po tayo from 5 years experience nyo. Okay, another question. Graduate po ako ng business administration. Experience ko po dito sa Pilipinas is admin assistant. Ano po dapat? International business po. Then, dapat natin take a course. Okay, another question. Janina Joy or Rabi. Hi ma'am, graduate po ako ng business entrepreneurship. 3 years po ako na professional medical representative sa Philippines. And I'm currently residing in Japan now. Yung international business management ba, parang master's degree na ba siya?
Yes, it is. It is.
Yes.
It is like a master program. Kaya ang tawag sa kanya ay postgrad certificate ng 1 year po yan.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, another question. Hospitality course, it is only 2 semesters? Yes. 2 semesters lang po.
That's why it's very practical yung program namin. 1 year, ang bilis niyan. Tapos na ninyo na malalim, tapos na pala kayong mag-aral. And then you apply for the postgrad certificate, post-graduation work permit, naka-full-time job na kaagad kayo. So napakaganda nung pathway natin. And sabi ko nga sa inyo, gawin ninyo ng tama, lalo in terms of sa job, huwag kayong maarte, huwag pili-pili ng trabaho. Kasi pagdating doon, back to zero po tayo. Hindi natin pwede mag-expect agad tayo na makakasabay tayo dun sa mga Canadian kasi we don't have Canadian qualification. Kaya nga tayo mag-aaral. Yun ang magiging advantage nito. Aside from that, magkakaroon tayo ng Canadian qualification and of course, it will change your life.
Okay, thank you. From Clarence Gomez, ma'am, kung may caregiver NC2 dito, ano ba ang possible course sa Canada? High school graduate po or college, ano po kayo parents?
Kasi po yung usually mga certificate ng mga ganyan, mga NCSC, wala tayong 1 year sometimes. 3 to 6 months, 5 months. I mean, walang problema kung additional qualification ang kinuha. But kung kayo is undergraduate ng high school, hindi po kayo pwede. Kailangan naka-second year na qualification kayo sa college. Meron kayong vocational or associate degree para maka-apply po sa school. Kasi lumalabas po na yung ating old curriculum ng high school is parang equivalent pong yan ng second year high school pagdating sa Canada. Kulang po tayo ng 2 years. So, hindi siya makukonsider na qualified to apply.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Miss. Okay, another question. Saan ba yung office niyo? Okay. Nasa ano natin, nakita natin dun sa board natin yung address namin. Saka yung contact number. Okay, by Madel Garo. Hello po, fresh senior high graduate po ako. General academic strand. Gusto ko po sana mag-take ng nursing course. Ano pong course na kaya po pwede? Okay, regarding sa nursing courses, pwede tayo sa Whelan campus po.
Sa main campus namin, ito lang mga nursing program.
Yes po. Okay, for Christina, to finish the postgrad, it costs almost 1 million in peso. Okay, for postgrad, Miss May,
Postgrad, ang total na niya inaabot ng mga 17,000 Canadian dollars. If you're going to times, for example, approximately 17,000 for 1 year, times it by exchange rate, let's say 38, it's 646,000 for 1 year. Yan ay standard tuition fee. Hindi lang po sa eskalahan natin. Lahat halos ng Canadian school po, public school, ganyan po ang ating rate ng tuition fee, regulated yan by the government.
thank you. By Crisilda po, hindi po ba kumuha ng West?
No need.
No need po. No need po kumuha ng West.
It depends on you na.
Okay, another question. 2 years course po ako, major in food technology graduate. Pwede po ba ako mag-hospitality?
Yes po, pwede.
Pwede.
Pwede po. Okay, may nursing course po talaga. We have in Whelan campus, we have practical nursing, and medical nursing. But you have to prepare an IELTS for nursing courses. Okay, for 1+1 postgrad certificate like International Business Management, Human Resource Management, PGWP, po, i-issue po ba ng Canada 3 years? Wala din po ba instances na na-reduce below 3 years yung PGWP, i-issue ng Canada plus pag 1+1 plus postgraduate certificate. I think this may, you can answer this.
Anong question niya? Kung nare-reduce in the years?
Yes, ma-reduce
Yung postgrad po natin, yung eligibility dyan, kaya laging sinasabi could be 2, minimum ng 2 years up to 3 years. Depende po sa i-approve sa inyo.
Okay. I think wala na po ang question. My question po ba, just open your mind so that you can ask questions.
May nagtanong kanina, sabi, pwede ba marriage? Yes, pwede po marriage.
Ano yun?
Okay.
Anong tanong, Sir Ed?
Merong nagtatanong na pwede ba, allowed po ba mag-apply ang yung marriage? Yes, pwede po yung marriage. Yes, pwede po.
I think common law din.
Pwede po marriage, pwede din common law, yung nagli-live-in yung tawag sa atin. As long as meron kayong proof na at least 1 year na nagsasama kayo.
Okay.
Anyone?
Ano more question po?
Okay, until International Business Management po, 1-year program po ba? Yes po, 1-year program po ang International Business po. Okay, by Click Internet Cafe, I have already certificate in Health and Social Care, Level 3, adult, for adult, and has 10 years job experience. Is it possible to enroll healthcare courses? Okay, ano po, work experience, 10 years po, ano po yun? 10 years job experience. I think 5 years work experience. We have to evaluate this. Just send your resume, Sir, click, entering the page. We have to evaluate your resume first. Okay, more or less how many students na po ang nakaalis during this pandemic po?
Medyo.
So, during this pandemic, sorry.
Sa namin sa eskwelahan.
Sa ano, sa school or saan pa sa Canada? Open po kasi ngayon.
Okay na lahat na po ng student namin naka-enroll for the May intake. Tsaka ng January intake, nandun na po sa Canada.
Okay, 1 year program is equal to how many years entitled for PW? Okay,
1
1
year, 1:1.
Same duration.
Same duration, 1 year. But as I asked, Ms. May discussed earlier, 1 year, then you have to enroll another 1 year, you have extension for 3 years, 2 to 3 years. PGWP. Okay. Senior caregiver.
Magkita ba?
Okay, pag 2 years graduate po, pwede po din bang 2 years course?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
pwede po. Yes, pwede.
Yes po.
Okay.
Okay, another question po. Okay, the one question po. Hello everyone. Open your mic to ask question. I think, Ms. May, we have to take picture of Ms. May.
Take the Professor Ed. Ulitin natin. So if everyone who can open the camera, please let's have a group picture before we end.
Okay.
Nawala si Sir Ed.
Okay.
Yan. Si Ma'am.
Sige po.
Okay po. Ayan naman. And let's take a picture.
Okay. Okay na.
Ayan. Thank you po. Thank you everyone.
Thank you po.
Sa gustong mag-book ng one-on-one consultation, free po kami to call. Just leave your number and we will discuss about the processing time, the visa requirement, saka paano magbayad, so paano apply ng LOA, mga requirement, mga basic requirement. So kung ano po ang pwedeng madala, yung anak, yung asawa, husband. So all of this po we can discuss. Just leave your number and email address so we can start calling you tomorrow. And maraming salamat po sa lahat ng nag-attend tonight. Medyo marami tayo ngayon. Thank you din, Miss May.
One again.
Ikaw, Bin.
Mentioning one-on-one consultation po.
Okay po. Parang si right click ba, internet cafe, just send your resume so that you can evaluate your what your intent course, what course are you doing. Okay, healthcare courses. Another questions, number question, di ako nakaabot sa meeting list. Okay, just leave your number. Kung 2 years midwife course dito